Hi guys, welcome to pregnancy week 16. So crazy how fast my pregnancy is going by. I am almost halfway there. This week I've got like 4 pages of notes here, so I've got quite a bit of update on as far as like symptoms go, because I also had a doctor's appointment, and I've got some baby buys to do at the end of this video too for you guys. So on Friday the 6th, I turned 16 weeks. Today, I'm technically 17 weeks, exactly. So this is going to be a recap. The baby is the size of an avocado. It is 4.5 inches long from head to rump and weighs 3.5 ounces. The eyes have moved closer to the front of the head, so they're in their more prominent position. The ears are close to their final positions as well. Patterning of the scalp has begun, but his or her locks will not be noticeable just yet. The baby is starting to grow toenails now, so that's pretty neat. And the heart pumps 25 quarts of blood each day. And if you take one of like your Kool-Aid or tea pitchers and just look where 25 quarts is, that's actually quite a bit. That's like that much blood. Maybe a little less than that, and at least no more than that. But yeah, that's about good 25 quarts of blood. And that's how much that little bitty heart is pumping a day. That's so crazy, right? If you guys are wondering where I get all of my facts and advice from based on weekly pregnancy vlogs, I actually use Babysitter Expert advice. You can also download their app, but they got really great information on their website that you guys can check out. I'll include a link for that in the down bar below. But yeah, definitely they have everything that you need to know there. They've even got forums where if you've got a question, you can post it, get other feedback from people with, the experience or people that are just as far along as you. A really great website to use. I did have the What to Expect When You're Expecting book, and that's also a really great website as well, and they've also got an app too. However, whenever I was going through Caleb's room, getting rid of things, I had the books on his shelf and I boxed them up because I no longer needed them, and I put them out in my shed. And I've got like 20 boxes out there, so I don't know which one it's in, and I don't want to have to get out there because there's like spiders and stuff. So I haven't even tried messing with it, so I've just been getting online and using the internet to get all my information. For my symptoms this week, I have been dealing with shortness of breath. And I didn't know this, but fluid actually settles in your lungs when you're pregnant. And it will subside as the uterus grows, and the uterus will press against the diaphragm. Now, I actually thought that this was going to be the other way around, where as the uterus grows and it presses against the diaphragm, it kind of crowds your lungs, causing you to have shortness of breath because your lungs can't expand as well. But I read on Babysitter that it's actually the opposite of that. So yeah, I thought that was a little strange. But yeah, definitely that is one thing that causes shortness of breath. I don't really believe that it subsides as pregnancy furthers itself, because your uterus is getting bigger and it's pressing up against your diaphragm, and all that's getting pressed against your lungs. And I know it's hard to breathe when you're pregnant, especially when you're laying on your back. So I don't really want to kind of stick with that theory. I think it's actually the other way around. I have been sick for almost 2 weeks now. I had it was allergies, then it turned into a head cold, then it went into my chest, and then I woke up one morning, didn't have a voice, or what little bit of voice I did have, but it was hardly anything. But yeah, that ended up turning into laryngitis. So I have been stuck now with this annoying sinus infection. It's going away slowly. Like the last couple days have been a lot better than I have been the last 2 weeks. So I am getting my breathing at night, not only having shortness of breath, but since I've been sick, I have been wheezing and coughing up this like loose mucus and phlegm from it all settling into my chest. So that's not been very helpful. I can't use an inhaler being pregnant unless I get one prescribed to me that the doctor will allow me to use. But there's some inhalers that are steroidal inhalers, and you can't use those being pregnant. So I've just been really crazy sick, blowing my nose constantly. I swear I could stand up and blow my nose for like 5 minutes straight and it not stop. I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday at 8:10 in the morning, and I was going to actually see if she could prescribe me something to clear me up because of me being sick for so long, because I know being pregnant, your immune system is a lot weaker, and you don't heal that easily as you would if you weren't pregnant, because your immune system would be better. But she went ahead and gave me this here. And it's basically a list of medications of what you can take for different things. And of course the top list was cold, cough, sore throat, and sinus allergies, and there's a whole list of different things that you can take. But there's even things on here of what you can take for indigestion, reflux, gas, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, hemorrhoids, yeast infection, headache. So I will include all of this in the down bar below in the description bar so that you guys can check it out. Because this is from my OBGYN and it is all legit. So I'll put that in the down bar below in the description for you guys to check. So instead of her prescribing me an antibiotic to clear me up, being pregnant at all, she went ahead and told me to try some of these sinus allergy medicines and see if that helps. If not, then to contact her office and let her know and she'll give me something else. Whenever I went to the doctor, my weight was 136 pounds, still under pre-pregnancy weight, haven't gained anything. Like I said, that was on Wednesday. Today's Friday, so I may have gained an extra pound since then. The baby's heartbeat was 140, so now the baby's heartbeat is kind of like staying under the 150s and 160s. It was in the beginning of my pregnancy, like in the 150s and 160s. Now it's under. I've never had a baby during pregnancy where their heart rate was any lower than 150. My blood pressure was good. I actually mentioned to her about my headaches that I had been having because I've been having some pretty bad random headaches. Like I can go from a sitting to a standing position and my head just throbs so bad, and sometimes it'll do it the other way around where I'm standing and I'll go and I'll sit down. But she told me to stay hydrated. Sorry, I got a message. She told me to stay hydrated on fluids, drink plenty of water, and to also help with the headache, she told me to drink caffeine, whether it's coffee or soda. And I've been drinking soda because I have actually been craving it with this pregnancy. So I'm definitely getting my caffeine, but it could be just a lack in caffeine. Like I'm, so used to having a cup a day of something with caffeine in it, whether it's coffee or a soda. And if I go a day without it, then I, get these headaches. So I'm definitely going to try to stick with like 1 glass or 1 cup of caffeine, regardless if it's soda or Coke. The doctor did say that the baby and I both look really good. She did not have to put me on any kind of antidepressants since the passing of my mom because I am actually handling it really, really well. She was like, I don't understand how you're handling it so well considering your mom lived with you and you were her baby and y'all were the closest. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to lie and say I'm not sad because I am. But there's a difference between sadness and depression. And she totally agreed with me. She knew where I was coming from. I told her I don't want to take, antidepressants being pregnant because I know there's risk and side effects to the baby, and she completely agreed with me and understood where I was coming from. However, I did tell her I was worried about depression setting in after the baby was born, and she said, well, as that time gets closer and more, near, we will discuss, your options of what you can take as that time gets here. So, with that being said, no antidepressants. I don't have depression. Of course, I've got sadness. But, being pregnant and all, I've still got my dad. So I've still got a parent, and I've got my husband. He's my rock. And I've got my kids, and they keep me going every day. So in this pregnancy, like, it's giving me something to look forward to. So I have so much going on in my life right now that it's almost like I don't have enough time to sit back and just cry my eyes out all day long every day. I have my good days and I have my bad days, and it hits me at really random times, and I bawl my eyes out. But, letting it out helps. If I hold it and bottle it in, that could actually make it worse. So, the way, my mind and my body is going is really good. So, my doctor was not a bit concerned. All that being said, I go back in 4 weeks on October 9th at 8:20 a.m. Around that time, I will be 20 weeks, and I will be doing, what was it I was doing? I think some blood work, and I'm also going to, after that, at my next visit, I'll be doing the glucose test where you gotta drink the sugary drink, and then they do more blood work. And then after that, I'll be getting my Rogam shot around, I think she said 26, 27 weeks pregnant. And I may have to get that after the baby's born, but if the baby takes on a negative blood type, because I'm A negative, my husband is O positive, so if the baby takes a negative blood type, then I won't have to get the shot again. If the baby comes out with positive blood type, then I will, because that just means my body was going to produce antibodies to fight off the baby, which in other words, having a negative blood type is really, really tricky. Basically, your body's going to produce these antibodies and detect the baby as a foreign object and try to fight it off. And that's why I have to get the RhoGAM shot, is so that it can protect me and the baby. So, yeah, and there's more information. If any of you are curious about that, I'll look up somewhere on the internet and include a link about all that in the down bar below for you guys also. Other than that, my doctor's appointment was simple. It was very quick. I actually had the option whether or not I wanted to do blood work at that visit, basically to just check the baby for Down syndrome, and I actually declined that. I never had it done with any of my pregnancies. She said it would be more riskier if I was a little bit older, but since I'm not, and all my babies have come out healthy and normal, she's like, I don't see it as a big deal right now. She said, either way, at my gender sonogram that I'll have on October 2nd, here in just a few weeks, she said that they'll check for that anyways. So it's kind of like the blood test is just an earlier detection, but either way, they're going to check for it anyways at the sonogram. My breasts have been like super sore and tender this week. I don't know if it's like maybe because they're getting bigger and they're filling up with milk and the glands are, you know, expanding. But yeah, I've definitely been getting like this painful stabbing sensation. My nipples have been sore. They have been dry, cracked, peeling. And I've never had that this early in a pregnancy. They basically feel like they're bruised. And I've been not able to sleep because normally I try to sleep in a bra at night just to help, but it's just making it worse. So I haven't been having to wear a bra at night. So I'm going to try to get me like one of those soft cotton training bras that doesn't have the wire and the annoying straps and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into one of those. I'm also fibrocystic. So having fibrocystic breast disease doesn't help that situation either. Quickening, for many of you that know what that is, I felt the baby kick for the first time. When was it? Oh, it was last Friday evening at around 6:15 p.m. I was at the kitchen table on the computer, and then I just felt this like a flip-flop. And it was so fast, so quick, that I literally jumped up in my seat. I was like, oh my God, you know, because I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I felt the baby kick for the first time. I have felt little flutters and things, but it was kind of like undetected, like, could that have been the baby, or could that have been like gas bubbles or something, you know? But this was undeniably the baby. And ever since then, every day, more than one time a day, I'm feeling the baby move and squirm around and kick. So it's pretty amazing. I love it. And actually, generations ago, women weren't considered pregnant until they felt the baby move for the first time. I guess that may have been because back then in the day, there were no pregnancy tests. Technology wasn't as good as it is nowadays to confirm pregnancy. So once they actually felt something in their stomach move around, then it's like, oh wow, I'm pregnant, you know, and that kind of confirmed it. I thought that was pretty interesting. I actually came across that on the internet. I have been having some really, really weird dreams. I've been having like a form of sleepwalking. I haven't been actually getting up out of the bed and walking through the house in a sleep, but I've been having these wakings where I'm waking up, but I'm still dreaming. I mean, I'm opening my eyes, you know, and I'm seeing my bed and things that are really there, but I'm still dreaming, and I'm, you know, seeing things or thinking things are there, and they're not. Like, back when I first found out I was pregnant, I woke up and I looked at the headboard of my bed and I seen this huge spider just hanging from a web. And my husband was like, what are you doing? I'm like, there's a spider there. He's like, where? You know, and he just woke up too, and he's like, maybe I'm not seeing it. You know, he's rubbing his eyes and stuff, and he's like, I don't see nothing, baby. I think you're dreaming. And I was like, no, it's right there. But yeah, there was no spider there. I was just seeing things. But then earlier last week, I had woke up, and I thought Caleb was in the bed with us. It was, our dog sleeps with us, and he like went under the covers, and for some reason I had woke up thinking that that was Caleb, and I seen him, and I'm like, for some reason I was trying to grab Caleb, and it was just a bundled up covers, and I'm like trying to grab Caleb, and my husband, you know, woke up and was like, what are you doing? I'm like, trying to fix Caleb, you know, because his feet were at my face and his head was at the foot of the bed, and he was like, Caleb's in here? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what'd you do, bring him in here? I was like, wait, no. And then I just like kind of woke up. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I've been having these crazy like sleepwalking episodes, but not where I'm actually getting up and walking. That's the worst thing, is when you're actually getting up and you're going about things. Like, people have actually gotten in their car and have drove places, you know, and that's scary. That's a very scary situation. Thank God my husband is a light sleeper, because that would freak me out if I woke up in the middle of a grocery store and then it's like, how in the hell did I get here? You know? So yeah, very common though for people. It happens more than usual. And I heard that stress brings it on, and I've definitely had stress since losing my mom. So that's the only thing I can really think of. I don't know if it's really pregnancy related. I think it's just a lot of stress. My appetite is still really good. It's still increased about the same as it was last week. I'm eating a lot more, much more than I was. That's pretty much everything I was wanting to update you guys on. I have a couple baby buys I want to show you. I'm going to do a belly shot and a live weigh-in for you guys. The dates I want to go over with you real quick. My gender scan is October 2nd. My party for the gender party is going to be October 17th at 4 p.m. And I'm also going to be doing a gender giveaway before that day. So for those of you that watch my videos and love giveaways, stay tuned for that video, because I will post an update on that here very soon. My friend actually that's throwing me the party had the hardest time trying to find gender party invitations. She couldn't find any just specific pink or specific blue or pink and blue. Everything was like baby shower related or thank you cards. So she came across these really cute invitations that had a bumblebee on them, and they were black and white. And then she wrote on the inside of them, he or she, what will it be? B-E-E. So I was like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. So I'll actually include a picture of that here. So I thought that was so cute. She's very creative. So those are the dates that I've got set up. Again, I go to the doctor on October 9th at 8:20. That will be before I have my gender party, but it will be after I have my gender scan. So my doctor's probably going to be so curious as to what I'm having, because she asked me and I told her, I was like, no, I'm not going to find out at the gender scan because we're having a gender party. So she was like, ah! So yeah, pretty exciting. Last weekend, Bath & Body Works had a really nice freebie. And basically you get on their website, or not their website, but their Facebook fan page, and they do these quite often when they come out with something new to give their fans and customers an opportunity to try something before they buy it. And they were giving an opportunity for everybody to try out their new Amber Blush perfume. And it looks like this. It's a really pretty bottle. It's a glass bottle. This actually retails for $7.50. And they were giving these out for free. All you had to do was take in the little thing that they had on their page, which has a 4-digit coupon code, and you just tell the register lady that, think of what she was, cashier, whatever you want to call her, and she'll punch it in and you get it for free. So yeah, it smells really good. It's a fall scent. It's a very nice light scent. I really love it. Seriously guys, you should go try this out. They're actually not giving these away for free anymore, but they do these quite often of their new stuff that comes out. Again, it's called Amber Blush, so go check out your local Bath & Body Works and give this a smell, because I love it. And that little thing is $7.50, so it's like, I wouldn't pay that, you know. I would rather take it for free, because this stuff doesn't really last that long. I mean, and it doesn't take a lot of squirts, but it's still, you only get 0.24 flow ounces. It's not even an ounce. But it's a good enough sample size. The things I bought today for the baby, I actually bought 2 different things. I bought a boy thing and a girl thing, because it's so hard to buy for a baby when you don't know what you're having. It's kind of getting down to that point, like, you know, where I'm shopping in the same stores all the time and I'm coming across the same stuff that I've already bought, you know. So I'm down to only being able to really buy certain things like shampoos, body washes, things like that. And I'm not worried about that stuff just yet, because that stuff is inexpensive anyways, and I'll have plenty of that. But as far as clothes go, so I went on ahead and bought an outfit for a boy, and I bought an outfit for a girl. And this is the one I got for a boy. It's 3 months, and it was actually on sale for $3.20 at Kohl's. It was 80% off of the retail price, which was $16. So that was a really good deal. You cannot beat that. Brand spanking new at Kohl's, $3.20. It's so cute. It's got a nice little doggy and a helicopter there, and it's a romper. It's got little pockets on the side. So I got this. There's the back. So either way, I know I'm going to have one of these genders. So, you know, whatever doesn't end up working, I can take it back and exchange it for the right sex. I got this for a girl. colors are kind of hard to see. It's 3 to 6 months, and I forgot what brand this was. I think it says it on the inside. Youngland Baby. And yeah, it says, okay, I see newborn. It says newborn 3 to 6 months. And I actually only paid $6.60 for it. I know it says $8.80, but I actually got it cheaper than that at 80% off of the retail price, which was $22. Because they had another one just like it, and it was 9 months, and it was $6.60. And I asked her, I was like, well, what's the difference? Because they're both the exact same outfit, but one's cheaper than the other. And she said, well, which one are you needing? And I said the 3 to 6 month. So she was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll go ahead and give it to you for the $6.60, because she said she didn't know why either. So, yeah, $6.60. I got this cute little summer outfit. It's like a little dress. It's got a cute little, like a tulle flower here with a little rhinestone, and then it's got some little leaves on the sides of that are out of ribbon. And I can actually make a matching bow to this if I do have a little girl. And it also has a little tie off in the back, and it also comes with these little, like, diaper cover. So, yep, I got that. Can't beat that for $6.60. Can't beat that boy's outfit for $3.20. So those are the baby buys for this week. We will go ahead and do a belly shot and then a live weigh-in, and I will talk to you guys next week for week 17. So here's the belly shot for week 16. I'm actually 17 weeks, but this is kind of like a recap because I will still include a picture of week 16 in here. I'm not really much bigger than I was the previous week. Here's the front. And the other side. Last week. Okay, so I can't really remember what I weighed last week, but 137. So I figured it would say 1 pound more, because it has been a couple days.